education, coming across people that, before it was almost impossible to reach, people from Australia, people from New Zealand, people from South Africa, and all of a sudden you find that you have this common bond, which is, this thirst to create,
I think going back to the Melbourne Comics I've done, it's a quarterly publication that focuses on independent artists. This is the same concept of like Copz presents, where every issue's got a spotlight on different creators. We launched our first issue on Australia Day, which is basically the Australian version of 4th of July, and within 2 or 3 weeks, this guy knocked on my door on Facebook and said he saw some of the photos by the hashtags, and all of a sudden he wants to invest and have some of the books. And 2-3 weeks later, he puts us in contact with more and more people, and as we did that, we started growing a network organically within America, where people got to know what we're doing, got to know brands like Killaroo and Bulletproof Kit and things that they've never known of before. So it's really that relationship in the networking that really drives a lot of it.
Yeah, and that's how Iggy and I met too. We were actually at the same convention together for a few years, for 1 year, and we didn't even know each other then, but through what he was doing in social media and what I was trying to do in social media, we managed to connect.
It was a girl, actually.
It was. And we managed to connect, and it started to build, and Iggy was doing more of a pop culture type blog, website, and I just had a small Facebook group, but the circle just kept getting bigger and bigger, and the opportunities were out there. So then he decided that because he's also a writer, that he wanted to transition from the pop culture website into more of the publishing side. And so then it starts with, it's like, Iggy's like, okay, I can do this because I want to write these books, I have these ideas, and we can get the artists, and we can do this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, hey, I got these over here, let's do these too. So then we were able to kind of pull it together and take off. The quality was there, what we were looking for was there, what we wanted to do was there, and it gave us a start to try to put some our brand name out there with some work, and the ball just started rolling from there, and
so many of the titles and books that they currently all have published over the past few years as a result of that the network and the exposure came from Australia, New Zealand, and from the East Coast, really.
And so, Mike, your latest comic, Speakman, is an online comic. How do you use social media to engage with your audience?
I guess I grew up in a marketing background, so using social media sort of came naturally for me, and it was just more about hearing people out, what they're after and everything like that, and trying to gauge what people needed and wanted. And I think that made it that Speakman sort of found its own pace, just based on what people had to say about various things. And
I'm just going to add something there. I think, knowing your background, he worked, or still kind of works, in the music industry around Australia too, doing marketing, promotion, and reviews of bands, touring and stuff. And he pretty much did a cut and paste of the theories and the lessons he's learned in that industry, and said, I'm going to apply this to how I'm going to promote my comic, and I'm going to do things, I'm going to reach a market via Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and everywhere else. And it's working really well.
Yeah, I like it. I like that by doing a webcomic on certain apps and stuff like that, you can gauge what sort of interest that you're getting. You can see the numbers going up as people open it and subscribe and everything like that. Whereas with print media, you don't know how much you've sold. If you put it in stocks in stores, you don't know if it's still sitting on a shelf or anything like that. Whereas I get, updates of, X amount of people have read this, like this page has been shared, X amount of times.
Yeah,
so it's really good to be able to gauge.
Data analysis, it's live, because a lot of the comic shops don't actively invest in something that's not in the top 5 or 6 comic brands, because they think people aren't confident buying it. we slowly are becoming that hurdle where people get the confidence in leading up to it by doing media campaigns and online campaigns before we do comic launches. But at the same time, the webcomic methodology is really good, because by the time he brings out his first book, people understand what the product is and they understand what the story is about. Okay.
One of the biggest things I would add to that too is, if you're thinking about putting something out there, make sure that your focus is on having a strong social media presence. Don't leave that to chance. Make sure that that's part of your initial plan coming right off the bat. You know, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, get it out there. Push. You know, and if you're going to say that you're going to focus on, you know, your material, then make sure that there is someone that you allot the time to continuously be interactive and active on those social media sites, because it does not do itself. And you know, the one thing that we kind of gotta get over is this feeling like, you know, am I doing it too much? Am I going to spam too much? Is somebody going to get pissed off that they keep seeing my posts over and over again? You know, and the truth is that they have a way to leave. You know, some may say something, some may not. That's fine. That's you have permission, because you are going to be the face of what you're trying to put out there. So, you know, make it fun, make it interactive, you know, do whatever you can to put yourself out there, but do not, you know, make that like not a priority when you're thinking about putting material out there. Make that a priority. You have to have a strong, active social media presence, or you know, it's going to be real hard, especially when you're independent, when you don't have distribution to get yourself out there.
Yeah. Facebook's been around for about 10 years now. Over the past 10 years, I've also seen the trend where people, they lose confidence in their product and they think they're going to restart this and they're rebrand and do a new story or a new comic. And they shut down their page, they restart a new page, and all they're really doing is they're inviting people from their old page to the new page. And that's more frustrating than anything, because all of a sudden you're managing the same people over 6 pages and you're getting the notification 6 times, and that's the quickest way to unfollow people. What you need to do is make sure, as Galo said, presence of mind, make sure people understand what's happening, keep them up to date with actual information and actual content, rather than just, hey, look at this image, because if it doesn't add value to what your viewers and your potential readers should see, then they're going to turn off from it.
So a question for Galo and Iggy. When you're looking at new titles, how do you select them? What do you look for? How does that all work?